Hi guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. And for those of you that are supporting me over on Patreon through your monthly subscription, I greatly appreciate it. If you want to subscribe to the channel in that way, you can go to patreon.com and look up Engelgeist. And over there, you can choose a subscription level. All subscriptions receive the daily forecast a day early. And there's other special readings that are available, not on this YouTube channel, but over there, depending on the level of subscription service that you choose. So that's available to you. This is a broad spectrum reading for the greater collective we're on Saturday, November 28th. God, the month has just flown by. I hope you all had a good holiday. Thanksgiving is over. Now we've got Christmas to get through in the month of December. The tarot scopes for the signs are going up this week as we speak, so check those out. I believe fire and earth are up. Hopefully today I will get to air and water. If not, or they may be up by the time you see this actually, because this is a day before. Anyways, so this is a message for the greater collective, for the highest good of the greater collective. Therefore, it is a timeless message. If you're seeing this on a date that's not November 28th, that's completely okay. You still may want to watch it. It might pertain to your situation. I trust that the universe, spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, divine timing, our higher self, has a way of getting the messages to us when we need them, not versus when they were made. So, that in that sense, it is a timeless reading. Sorry, I'm a little jumbled up today. I feel really, if I'm going to be completely honest, I feel really tired. I think it's from the holiday. I just want to cozy up. I don't want to do anything today. It's also really gray outside, so that adds to that kind of sleepyhead feeling that I've got going on. All right. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up or a like. Share it out with people that you may think might enjoy it. And also, if you choose to make any decisions in your personal life after having watched this video, those decisions are your own responsibility. Keep that in mind. Never take my advice over any advice of a professional in their field, i.e. a lawyer, a doctor, a therapist, anybody like that. You want to always use your own best judgment when looking at online tarot readings from strangers. That being said, if anything doesn't resonate or doesn't make sense, don't worry. That doesn't mean anything's wrong either. It just might mean you're working on something different. So essentially, take what fits, apply it to your life where it best suits you, and leave the rest. All right. So let's get into these cards and see what's going on. One more time. What do we need to know? All right, wow, we can't get this card. It's like haunting us. So, not haunting us, but this is the third time we've seen it this month. And actually, I want to say the third time we've seen it in the last 2 weeks. It showed up last Thursday. It was here again on Sunday. And now it's back on Saturday. It was the midweek card. So I feel like this Chariot energy is still pushing us forward. It's still that Cancerian, nurturing, moon-like energy, right? It might be, I don't see this Chariot card as a subtle card per se. It usually is moving quite quickly. It's an opportunity for celebration. It's forwards movement. I think that, to be honest, as I'm looking at this, it makes me go back to yesterday's Page of Cups. Underneath this, we have that Three of Swords energy, right, from Sunday's reading. We need to kind of acknowledge that. I think that what this is telling us is that we're maybe moving away from some of those things that hurt us in the past, from some of those things that emotionally we've carried. We might be freeing ourselves up. We might be actually finding an opportunity to sort of step away from outdated thoughts, beliefs, emotions, scenarios that have played a role in our lives and our thinking for some time. And through self-care, nurturing, our more subtle subconscious, that's the Cancerian moon energy, right? Through doing that emotional work and kind of being willing to move forward, we're now being carried in a very powerful, kind of significant way. And I don't want to lead anybody with this idea of, oh, we need to be away from our fears, our sadnesses, our pains. I'm not trying to negate the experiences that we've been through. The truth is that they are valid experiences and they are important for having taught us. But if we stay stuck in them, then they're probably, they're actually, in my opinion, and this is just solely my opinion, they're sort of useless if we just kind of relive them over and over again. So to me, this chariot speaks to this idea of through self-care, nurturing, having our own conversation or an emotional conversation amongst ourselves that would be more intuitive. We actually find a way out of pains of the past, sadnesses of the past, relationships that are outdated, things that don't necessarily work for us anymore. But we have to be willing to, and there will be cause for celebration if we do make this choice to move forward with this chariot energy. And I gotta say, like I said, the chariot is here. Like, it's shown up in the last, I would say, just over a week. It's shown up 3 times. Because it showed up first on Thursday. This is a Saturday, so in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In 10 days, it's shown up 3 times. This card is trying to get us to go somewhere. To like get our asses in gear, so to speak, and allow ourselves to be carried towards something that's better suited to us. Now, the chariot, is it always an easy ride? Not necessarily. And sometimes it can feel chaotic. It can feel overwhelming. It can feel like it's moving too quickly. But I think that, and that's not always, I say that as like, those are to me the more, I don't like the uncomfortable aspects of the chariot, right? But the chariot always sort of leads us with direction towards something that's better suited to us, to more clarity, to opportunities to celebrate. So keep that as your focus today. I really think, coupled with that 3 of Swords and seeing that Page of Wands yesterday, it feels like we are really moving ourselves, not Page of Wands, sorry, Page of Cups. We really are moving ourselves emotionally away from something that no longer serves us mentally, okay? There's like maybe a sort of emotional rebirth happening. It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Let's look it up. Hey. So we just saw her this week too. This was number 3, mind, body, spirit aligning together, communicating through the throat chakra exactly what we need, how we need it, not being in fear of it. To me, the throat chakra is always that cool blue. Talk about, water cups, sort of Page of Cups from yesterday, Chariot, Cancerian, watery energy from yesterday. It's that cool blue color that I see in this card today that kind of keeps us calm and keeps us moving forward. Speaking our truth, speaking what we need, speaking what we desire from a very pure place. That's the 2 white horses in the chariot, right? There's also the clarity of this sword here. We're not sort of like screwing around. It's kind of the feeling that I'm getting from these cards. So, also with throat chakra, to me, it looks like we're going inward again with that idea of self-care, her eyes being shut, and that sort of smirk on her face speaks to this, there's this inner knowing, there's this pleasure that's being taken in kind of clearing this stuff out and giving ourselves this freedom. When we speak through our throat chakra, when we speak our truth, no matter, like, without fear of being reprimanded or the opinions of others, it's powerful stuff, right? And so we need to remember that, the throat chakra helps us to sort of speak out thoughts, ideas, energies that are brewing within our brain and in our auric field, and kind of voice them out into the physical realm, right? So I would think about aligning ourselves with this 3, right, energy of that mind, body, spirit connection. We've also got that 3 of Swords underneath there, which those 2 sort of mimic each other. Bringing that into alignment and voicing your experience from that place. Allowing yourself to be carried towards something that's better. Believing that something is more nurturing or better for you out there. And that you have every right, desire, you deserve it. Does that make sense? So let's look at the grounding stone. Okay, the grounding stone is family. Well, it doesn't surprise me that this shows up at the end of the week, right after Thanksgiving, on our way into December and Christmas. And I also see that 3 of Swords as old, outdated, maybe experiences, relationships, pains of the past. These things might be attributed to some of our issues around our family. But the positive aspect of this stone of family is we also have the family of one's choosing, right? We have the opportunity to work on our relationships with with our family and who we choose to surround ourselves with, right? Um, when I look at this, it feels to me like there's an opportunity here to reinvent our relationships as they exist right now. There is an opportunity to speak our truth, to become more vulnerable, to allow ourselves to sort of maybe be even a little bit raw with those that we care most about, that we're closest to. Now would be the time to do it. We've also spent the last year of 2020 has been a weird year for everyone. We've spent a lot of time kind of hiding away from each other. And maybe now is time to sort of step forward a little bit and express some of the things that we need to express so that we can come from a more peaceful, centered space. And in doing that, we have this energy of the chariot carrying us forward, and maybe hopefully deepening these bonds with either our true blood related family, or maybe the family of our own choosing, like our best friends, our loved ones, the people that we care about, our partners. This would be sort of the grace of what we want to work on today, right? Remember that underpinning stone for this week and for this day underneath family is create, right? What are we creating in our relationships? Are we creating nurturing sort of scenarios? Or are we going back to previous experiences and kind of getting mucked up in that, right? That's that Three of Swords energy. We don't want that to kind of re-wound us over and over again. There's an opportunity to really lift up out of this emotionally, through expression and through desire of something different or new. So let me read the Chariot and the throat chakra. Wow, they got a frog in the throat. I don't even like frogs. All right, so dedicated to Suli. The symbolism is the upright sword is wisdom, adjusting course based on current information. The horses are power, forcefulness, and speed. The rose bridle is passion that is controlled and focused. The Sphinx cat is good fortune, power, and magic. The message: you are the one in the driver's seat. Now is not the time to play small or question whether or not you can succeed. No, now is the time to give your ego a bit of control, as you will need courage and a good dose of self-assuredness to move forward without second-guessing yourself. The moment you take your eye off the goal is the moment you risk losing control. The key to victory is maintaining stability and knowing how and when to use your ego to your advantage. The Chariot asks that you put aside fear and self-doubt so that you can focus your energy on taking action without hesitation. Would your current situation benefit from a little personal restraint? Are you letting frustration or anger get in your way? When you focus your energy on taking swift, decisive action while curbing the need to overreact, you will be in control of the Chariot. Energy attributes: positive self-esteem and feeling capable of handling any situation. Takes action without fear or worry of failure. Healthy self-confidence. The negative is arrogant and self-absorbed, focuses too much attention on the end goal of winning, egotistic. Get in that driver's seat, guys. Even if it doesn't feel like you're completely in control of the situation, you can be through this throat chakra. You can be through this clear sort of speaking of what it is that you want to create, the truth that resides within your heart, and then lead it up into your throat. So the energetic color is blue. The communication of truth is changing wind, each moment evolving as wisdom is breathed and exhaled. Communication is a tool that declares with words beliefs, hurts, needs, and joys, all from what we perceive our truth to be in that moment. Often, as empaths, feeling safe to communicate can become a challenge. Perceived beliefs of unworthiness or years of not being heard can all become energetic fear blocks within our throat chakra. As empaths, we must always strive to remember that what we wish to say has meaning in the moment. In our walk with energy, our intuition is valid in every moment of every interaction. You know things, seemingly sometimes from a higher divine truth, and that knowing is meant to be shared. Another aspect of being an empath is the uncanny ability to discern whether the communication is of truth from others. Why? Because we feel energetic intention. Love needs to feel like love, or it's just empty words. A smile cannot hide an inner agenda. When a lesser energy of a malicious intention is projected, know that your knowledge of truth will grow into deeper understanding as you allow yourself to communicate from your truth. Am I speaking my truth? Am I hearing and allowing others to speak their truth? Does the energy fit with the words that are being spoken? Trust your instinct when it comes to the words and energies surrounding the situation. I really think there's an opportunity to break free of some old ruts here, some old emotional ruts that we might have been stuck in for a while. It's time to kind of release them and let them go. They might very well be surrounding sort of old relationships, familial relationships, things of that nature. We can ground in the relationships that bring us the sources of like positivity that we desire from maybe the family that we were born into. Maybe we weren't receiving it from our family, so we have another family, right, that we can ground in or take support from as we voice this truth and carry ourselves forward today. So seek that out, ground in that, and remember that you are creating from this truth and from these emotional sort of experiences. Do we want to continue to create from outdated beliefs, from situations of the past that only caused us pain and harm, or do we actually acknowledge and accept those situations, sort of assimilate the learning and move forward in a different way, expecting something different? Does that make sense? I hope that does. That is your forecast for the day. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We will build on, tomorrow is actually a new week. We'll have a whole new week and we'll be shifting into a new deck soon. We also have the full moon, which is a great time to release stuff, guys, coming up in 2 more days on the 30th. So exciting, exciting. All right, you guys, have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. And please feel free to share this video out. All right, take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.